Hello, welcome to Student Loan Forgiveness. Today this program is being brought to you by Repay 411, and my name is Fred Amrine. Today's topic is Public Service Loan Forgiveness. This program is probably one of the most popular, most discussed. This is the program where you qualify for loan forgiveness after 10 years or 120 on-time payments. You need to work for the federal government, state agency, or a nonprofit organization, and it really doesn't matter what jobs you have within that organization. There are a few exceptions to that within the nonprofit arena, so you need to make sure of that. As I said, you only need to make 120 on-time payments, which is 10 years. They do not need to be sequential, and what I mean by that is you don't need to work 10 years straight at one place or within that organization. As an example, if maybe someone takes off to take care of their children for a year or two, they could use the income-based repayments where it could minimize their payments and then go back and work in the nonprofit. And as long as that time frame, they made the 120 on-time payments within that, say, 13-year time frame, the loans would then be forgiven. We've also discussed the reason why the direct loans would be important or why to consolidate your loans into the direct program. Some people have the FAIL programs, and that was a function of what school you attended and the program they enrolled you in. But it's important that if you do qualify, it is only the direct loans that will qualify for the loan forgiveness. This would be a great example of why you'd want to consolidate your current student loans into the direct consolidation. As part of the 120 on-time payments, you need to be a full-time employee during that time frame. So working part-time in a nonprofit or for the government, that time frame will not be included. You need to be a full-time employee. Some other constraints: there are only certain repayment methods that you can use to qualify. So you can use income-based repayment, income contingent, and the standard method. One of the confusions is the standard method is only 10 years, so you would qualify for no loan forgiveness if you've used the standard method the entire time. You can switch between methods. So a great example would be, you're not making a lot of money when you first graduate. As your career builds, you may no longer qualify for IBR where you did when you first graduated, and now you move on to the standard method and you're paying a lot more. At that point in time, after the 120 on-time payments, your loans would be forgiven. A really good example would be something like a doctor where they're in their residency making a lower amount, and then they graduate, and for maybe the first 6 years they're paying under IBR, and next then they get moved into the standard method, and they would have 4 years of paying under the standard, but their loans would be forgiven, the balance would be forgiven at the end of that. So that's really important to realize. What's also very important is the verification process. This is where a lot of people are going to make mistakes, and again, the first loan forgiveness will not happen until 2017. So it's important you maintain good records. You'll need to maintain a copy of, I would think, your W-2, and there's a form that's available that is on our website on the Repay 411, which is the verification process. You may want to do that each year of where you are employed, or at a minimum when you qualify each time you change jobs or location. So as an example, you work at a hospital that's a nonprofit for 4 years, and then you move to another hospital or a school district. It doesn't need to be consecutive at one location, but you've worked at 2 different places. Your W-2, your tax returns will not verify that, one, you are a full-time employee and that you worked specific dates from point A to point B. So the verification process, I would highly recommend you use that form each time you change jobs or change careers. That would be highly important to get that signed versus have to go back at the end. This loan forgiveness is also tax-free, which is really a great benefits. Some of the other loan forgiveness programs are not tax-free, so that could impact your income-based repayment and your taxes that are due. The one thing you need to consider is the grace period once you graduate or stop going to school. Typically that's 6 months. But if you're employed working for a nonprofit or a government agency once you graduate, you may want to forfeit the grace period, so that you can start counting on start your countdown to the 120 payments. This is something you'll need to review, and again, you have to be a full-time employee. Hope you found this short video helpful. Again, if you need professional advice, please visit our website, and we look forward to helping you pay your student loans the best way. Have a great day.